to the Liberian government. LRA Commissioner General Jala said the amount covers payments for scientific research, surveys, rental fees, and social development contributions to Nimba and Gwembasa counties. According to Commissioner Jala, the funds are currently being deposited into the consolidated government account pending further action.
This year, the company Kavala made some payments of $3.4 million. And that $3.4 million constituted the scientific research fund, surface rental, and social contribution of $3.3 million.
Commissioner Jala made the disclosure Thursday when he appeared before the plenary of the House of Representatives to provide updates on the financial and operational status of Kavala Resources. He further informed lawmakers that the company is up to date with its corporate social responsibility obligations to the government. The Liberia Telecommunications Authority (LTA) has given 5 years operational license to Orange Money. LTA Chairman Clarence Massaquoi said Orange Liberia is charged with the authority under the license to operate mobile money separately. Speaking Friday at the handing over ceremony, Chairman Massaquoi charged Orange to prioritize the careful use of the digital platform. In remarks, Orange Liberia Director of Government Affairs, Councillor Supuko, described the licensing as a significant step toward Liberia's digital transformation. Councillor Ko thanked the Liberia Telecommunications Authority for affording Orange Liberia such an opportunity. The Commerce Ministry has intensified its ongoing inspection by temporarily closing down 2 companies and 1 cold storage in Monserrado County. Commerce Inspector General Mianto Batu said the 2 companies are the SNH Group in Johnsonville and the Chinese cold storage in the 72nd community. Mr. Batu told journalists that cold storage was involved in the sale of rotten fish to customers, which is unfit for human consumption. The Inspector General disclosed that the 2 companies are not operating in adherence with the country's investment code of 2010. On Thursday, the Commerce Ministry also shut down the Yancheng and the East International Construction companies. The Liberia Electricity Corporation (LEC) has reportedly stepped up campaign aimed at curbing power theft in Monrovia and its environs. As part of the campaign, the anti-power theft unit of the LEC, backed by armed officers of the Liberia National Police, made several arrests in the township of Barnesville. LEC's public relations manager, Philip Pally, disclosed that the entity loses 29% of power to power theft in Liberia. He spoke Friday in an interview with reporters following the exercise. Meanwhile, the Ministry of National Defense has officially requested the General Auditing Commission (GAC) to launch an audit for former and the interim leadership of the National Bureau of Veteran Affairs. Defense Minister Geraldine George Johnson, who is the chairperson of the board at the Bureau, disclosed that the action followed many complaints to the Ministry of Defense about salaries and other logistical issues at the Bureau. Minister Johnson made the disclosure during her first visit at the Bureau in Congo Town on Friday. Meanwhile, the Defense Minister is recommending the review of the Act establishing the National Bureau of Veteran Affairs and the re-establishment of its organizational chart. She said, for action is intended to clearly spell out the function of each position at the Bureau. Meanwhile, the National Bureau for Veteran Affairs has appealed to the Board of Directors in the Ministry of National Defense for assistance in order to make the entity more functional. The Bureau's Director General Jackson Molu disclosed that the entity receives an allotment of 15,000 United States dollars for goods and services and 100 United States dollars for lubricants. Speaking during a visit of the Minister of National Defense to the Bureau in Congo Town on Friday, Mr. Molu pointed out that the Bureau is intending to conduct a survey of the number of veterans in the country, but lacks the funding. And the University of Liberia is expected to receive an additional $6 million United States dollars in the 2026-2027 fiscal year budgets. The increment brings the total allocation of the UL to $46 million United States dollars, thereby boosting the annual budget of the state-run university. Addressing a Thursday press briefing, Information Minister Jeremy Pian said the increment is intended to refurbish the University of Liberia. And that's the shape of the bulletin, Chris.
Many thanks, William Howard. He returns hopefully with our weather and international developments. One of the big stories we follow in this evening, the government launches value-added tax to boost domestic revenue. As you have heard in the news, members of the House of Representatives recently summoned the heads of the Liberia Revenue Authority and the Ministry of Mines and Energy. The officials were cited to provide a comprehensive update on the financial and operational status of Kabbalah Resources Incorporated, formerly BHP Billiton, amid concerns over compliance and revenue contributions. As our legislative reporter Emmanuel Coley reports, the Liberia Revenue Authority has since informed lawmakers that the company remains in good standing with the government of Liberia.
Solemnly swear that the testimony I'm about to give
Session has been called to order, and one of the major agenda items is the appearance of the Liberia